I have recently swatched a bunch of nude lipsticks. If you want to see that video, I will put it right here. But if you want to see swatches of a bunch of different red lipsticks in different finishes and from different companies, then keep watching. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. Yes, we are going to swatch red lipsticks today, and this is actually the primary reason for me swatching nudes and reds. And the primary reason is, of course, to get inspired and take a look at your own collection for lipsticks and finishes and colors that speak to you in the swatches I'm going to be showing you today. Please take a look at the nudes colors if you want to see all the swatches and know the names and brands that I swatched. Today is red lipsticks, and it's going to be interesting because I'm swatching with my non-dominant hand because we're going to be using this forearm because I've already used this one, and then we can just kind of overlay them and see the whole thing for the two videos. I'm going to start right away with the swatching, and I have a whole row of red lipsticks to go through. And if you are interested in a color, I am going to list all of the lip products that I swatched in the description box so that you can go and reference them based on the order in which I swatched. You can find the brand, the name, and the style of lip that I've swatched all the way through. So let me stop talking and let me start swatching. We are doing red lipsticks today. And I misspoke. We are swatching red lip products today. And as a matter of fact, I'm starting with two lip glosses. This is a lip gloss from Estee Lauder from the holiday sets. The other one that I'm going to show you is from last year. It's called Pure Color Envy 107 Tender Trap is the name of this one. And as I said, I'm going to be swatching with my non-dominant hand. And I was wearing this one just a couple days ago. And I found it very comfortable. The brush is a little weird. It's not a doe foot, it's just a brush, which I find a little, like I said, a little weird. But that's this one. And then the one out of the two that I like best is this next one that I'm going to swatch. And this one has a proper, in my opinion, proper doe foot. And it has some very micro shimmers in this lip gloss. This is the second one from Estee Lauder. And it's a little bit lighter. You know what, it doesn't swatch really well, but on the lips it looks better than the first one. So hopefully you can see the color difference. It's unfortunate. The second one doesn't look like it swatches as well, but I can tell you that out of the two, the second one looks better on the lips. Just the way it applies, the way it kind of shears out on the lip, it looks really good. So again, my suggestion is 330 Red Extrovert, and it's the Pure Color Envy lip gloss. The next one, in case you have any Joe Fresh products left in your collection, I thought I would swatch this one. It's the only red from Joe Fresh that I have, and it's kind of a neat cushion type lip product. It's not a product that I have any of in my collection except for this Joe Fresh item. And so I thought it was worth swatching just because it's such a unique product. It's kind of like it's like a liquefied lipstick. Between a lip gloss and a true lipstick. It's kind of weird. But it applies nicely to the lips. It seems like it's a harder swatch to give you on the arm, but on the lips it looks pretty good. Now it's discontinued, you can't get this anymore, but if it's in your collection, maybe you'll try using it again. Maybe. Who knows? You decide. Next in my reds, I have the Lancôme 132 in Caprice, and it's such a neat lipstick. So you press on the top and it releases on the bottom. and you pay a ridiculous amount for these lipsticks for that little trick. But look at this red. Is that not a beautiful red lipstick? And it's, again, 132 Caprice. It's a very pretty lip color. It's like a popsicle cherry red. I think it's a pretty color. When I put it on as a red and have a kind of a neutral eye, it's so pretty. And it's just, you know, again, it's such a simple, silly little thing to have a lipstick do. But just a little gadget like that, and they can charge $10 more per lipstick just for that little fancy thing. It's crazy, and it's weighted as well. It's kind of a neat concept. And last time I checked on Sephora, they had a number of colors left of this little device. It feels luxe, there's no question, but I especially like the color. I think they did a good job as far as which lipstick they included in their holiday set this year. Emphasis on not having very much lip product this year. Now the next one that I have here for you is an Estee Lauder red, and it's a different red from the one that you just saw, and it's blue red. It's called 181 Red Stiletto, and it's in the cream formula for Estee Lauder. And you can see that it's more of a blue red than the Lancôme option, which is more of an orangey red. They're both beautiful, in my opinion, and they're both very much full size. So again, from Estee Lauder, it's 181 Red Stiletto, and in a cream finish. Next up, I have another one from Lancôme, which is the Drama Matte in 505, and it's in the Rouge Absolu line. And this one I had in my Advent calendar project last year, and did not make very much progress on it whatsoever. I don't tend to, and I'm being very careful because it broke. It's a demo size mini, and it does not do very well in swatches. There we go. So it's very similar to the other one from Lancôme. It's just a little bit more orange. Okay, very problematic. It is broken, which is why it was hard to apply. It's not the fault of the product itself. It's a mini. It's not. A mini is never as strong as the full size when it comes to lipsticks, and minis break all the time. They're meant as a sample more so than they are an actual product. Next, I have this is a lip lacquer from Lancôme, and they're really hard to read. It's the 134. I had to go to another source of light to be able to see it. 134 Be Brilliant, and it's a lip lacquer from Lancôme. And we're doing multi-finishes here today, so it doesn't matter whether it's a solid product or a gloss. We swatch it all. Tried to get a bit of a cross-section of reds in my collection, so that is the lacquer right there. It does go on relatively sheer. Really tough to swatch a lacquer compared to what it looks like on the lips, as I've said before in this video. But yeah, it's a fine color for the holidays. The only thing is if you tend to get pooling in the sides of the mouth, a lacquer or a lip gloss that's this colorful may not be a good idea for you. I thought I would put a pencil in this one as well. I put a pencil in the nudes video as well because it's a pencil that I use as a lipstick, and the same thing for this one. It's kind of an orangey red from Wet n Wild. And I just find that if I want an easy, I know that it's not going to go anywhere, it's going to stay for a while, pencil, and want to just put something in my purse that I know is not going to be a big deal if it rolls around, this Wet n Wild pencil is one that I will use. And it is called Berry Red, and it's number 717 from Wet n Wild. So as a lip liner or as an overall color, I use it both ways. And another one that I do the same with is this Makeup Forever 714 Full Red. And it's a mini that I received from Makeup Forever, and I have used it as well as a lip liner and all over color. It's definitely not an orangey red like the other one. It's more leaning toward berry, but not quite. Just do a better swatch here for you. It's breaking apart on me. I guess the arm is a bit of a different canvas than the lips, but I think you can see it next to. So this is the Wet n Wild, and then this one is the Makeup Forever 714. I kind of crumbled the tip here a little bit. Another pencil, but definitely in another form, is this NARS, I think it's Cruella? Yeah, Cruella. It's quite a great name for a red, and this is what it looks like. And I've worn this one a few times. It didn't quite call my name so much. And I think it's because it feels like it's between a red and a berry. And I don't tend to reach for it. Although when I do, I usually don't regret it. But it just doesn't, I just don't seem to go for it all that much for some reason. And it looks like it would go really well with the Makeup Forever pencil. That's something to note. But yes, I like the name. And you know what? Maybe it's because it doesn't match the cap so much. I don't know. There's some reason why I haven't worn it more than a couple times, but when I do, I like it. So I don't know what my problem is. Same thing for this one. This is a Maybelline Color Show. They don't make this one anymore, I'm pretty sure, in 520. And this one I've worn a couple of times. I've even sharpened it. It's very comfortable. Oh, but this one slides around on me. But it's a very pretty color. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like the red from the Lancôme lipstick. These two are very similar. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I don't use this one more. Now this one is a love-hate relationship because I love it when it goes on, but it moves around on me. And it's a Smashbox color, and it's one that doesn't set, if I've got it right, if I remember it properly. So let's just do a swatch of this one. The metallic is absolutely gorgeous. So if you do a lot of photography where you're not going to be talking a whole lot while you're wearing it, for photo shoots, I think it's an amazing lip product. For everyday life, I don't find it to be all that useful. I think it works if you put it on the center lower lip, for example, as an effect. But as an all-over lip product, I find it just moves around on me, and it doesn't work very well. I think these are discontinued, to be frank. But if you have them in your collection as an accent on the bottom lip, it enhances the bottom lip, and it, again, doesn't travel around all over the place. So if you have these and you haven't been using them because you're frustrated with them like I have been, try that trick along with a lipstick that is similar color, and you may really enjoy what it looks like. Now this next one, there's a story to it, and this is a sample that I received from Jay in the mail, and Jay gave me a little care package of a few things and gave me a sample of stuff, or a sample of Vice lipsticks from Urban Decay, and this is a color I don't have in my collection, and it's called F-Bomb. What an amazing lip color name to have. So I'm opening up this little sample because I didn't want to open it up before the video, and we are going to swatch F-Bomb. So it is, it looks like it's a bullet lipstick sample. So So I'm going to use brush with this. So I have my trusty lip brush here, and I'm going to get some of F-Bomb. I think the name, the lipstick name is just to die for. I think that's awesome. Now let's just do a second pass. There we go. That is F-Bomb from Urban Decay. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate the sample, and it was very useful, and I'm looking forward to wearing F-Bomb on my lips now that that sample is open. I just didn't want to open it before doing this video. So in a future video, I'm expecting to wear F-Bomb, if not say any F-Bombs. So there we go. F-Bomb. Neat. Thanks, Jay. And next, I think that this color is Maneater, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Maneater. So that should be the same as this one that I swatched earlier, but this one I believe is permanent, whereas the other one is not a dry down, not permanent, but a dry formula. And oh yeah, it is. This is a dry formula. And it is definitely Maneater. And it is drying on me for sure. Just get a little bit more. This was just a sample container, so it doesn't have a ton of product in it. But it is a beautiful metallized color for the lips, and beautiful for a special occasion like Valentine's Day for sure. It's a really neat color, but again, this was just a little sample for a few uses to try, and I'm just wiggling out anything that I can still get out of it. So having Maneater and the glossier version of it would be perfect to put that glossier version on that lower lip, as I was talking about. That would be a very good pairing. Next, we have another one from that Maybelline grouping. This is Color Show 510. And again, I'm pretty sure that they are no longer available, but I'll do a swatch of this one as well. So here we go. There we go. It's a richer color than the previous one. And the previous one was right here. And this is the deeper color. So they're definitely, just make sure I've got it right. Yeah, this one and this one. These are the two crayons from Maybelline. So I do prefer this color for sure. Now, 714, I think? No, I am wrong. This is a Comfort Matte from Urban Decay. I thought it was 417, but it is Love Drunk. And it's a mini. And oh yeah, this is a very pretty red. Love Drunk. Let's take a look at Love Drunk. Oh yeah, kind of like that going on wine type of color red. That is really pretty. It's almost goes into the berry category, right? It is kind of a berry color, but it still makes it in this category. I wonder if I would think it was a berry color if it was not next to these more orangey or bluish reds. Not sure, but Love Drunk is a very pretty color, no question. Now this is probably the one I was thinking, oh no, this is Bad Blood. Okay, this is another red from Urban Decay in a Comfort Matte. And this one is definitely more on the orangey side compared to Love Drunk. And let's do a swatch of this one. Here we go. Again, Bad Blood is what this one is. Again, I think that they're all quite nice colors. They're just a variation on a theme. What really matters is that you have a lip product that goes with the eye look that you've decided to put on and what you're wearing as far as an outfit. This is a Cheekbone Beauty Bullet lipstick, and it is in Aki, A-K-I. And these are beautiful lipsticks. They just don't have a very long shelf life. So if you are interested in Cheekbone Beauty, you just want to make sure that you don't over purchase, because you're going to have an issue with being able to use them before they go bad. They're a very natural formula lipstick, and boy, this one is a berry color as well, isn't it? And it doesn't look like it. Look at the color of the bullet. It does not match what it looks like, and I guess it's because it's more of a sheer lipstick. That is confusing for me in my collection, because I would really have put it into the reds as opposed to the berries. Go figure. Huh, okay, well, noted. And frankly, when I was looking through these, I remember having the same reaction when I swatched it. So apparently my memory for this, what it looks like an interesting swatch does not last long. That was the worst way of giving you a description sentence ever. Next one, Red Door Red in number 2 from Elizabeth Arden. And this is a definite blue red. And let's take a look at this one. Red Door Red, number 2. So I'm going to go a little higher here. I thought it was more of a blue red, but it's yeah. I think again it's more on the sheer side. Yeah, it's more on the sheer side, go figure. Okay. But it doesn't, it looks like a blue red in my opinion. Huh. At least in the bullet. This next lipstick is called Madly in Love. Madly in Love, haha. And it is a L'Oreal Color Rich, or Color Rich in 102. And this one is a definite orangey red. Definite orangey red. As you can see, it's more orange than red even. There we go. If orange looks good on you, this is a very nice red. Very nice red. And I barely have used it because I'm not huge on oranges, like orange lip colors, but you know, when you want a statement, you want to wear something that you never wear usually as a color, that's a nice one. If you want a third video of all my weird, really weird lip colors, let me know. I would do a third video, but I need to know that there's interest first. I have some really wild lip colors, let me tell you. This is not so wild. This is an Elizabeth Arden lipstick. I like these square packages. They don't roll around on me. And this one is called Sangria. This is Sangria. And is there a number? 43. Sangria 43. Okay, let's do that one. Has quite a bit of a pink undertone, doesn't it? Salmony pink undertone, kind of, as far as I can see. You can really see how orange this one is now next to it, don't you? It's very orange. It's definitely red, but when I look at the richness of some of the other reds here, it's kind of pale compared to the other reds. But a nice red nonetheless. Okay, now I've got the 714 Mega Matte from Urban Decay. And this is what it looks like. Okay, and 714. That is really a beautiful red. That is a beautiful red. Wow. That's gorgeous. What's this first one? Oh, you know what? This one is the Lancôme red that I swatched earlier, the one that pops out that's so luxe. And this one looks the same, virtually the same as this 714 from Urban Decay. That's interesting. Very, very similar. It's a beautiful red color, it really is. 714 is, I remember the first time that I put it on, and it's gorgeous. It really is. Next up, I have a YSL lip product, and it is the Tatouage Couture Matte Satin. So I think it's a, if I remember, it's a kind of a dry down formula that starts off very liquidy. Let me just go this way. Starts off very liquidy but dries down. Sorry for the swatch, guys. This is not my dominant hand. So let's just see what happens with this once it dries down. Tatouage Couture. I don't even know if these are available anymore, but this is in the color 1. And I have another lipstick from, in this case, yeah, Estee Lauder. Just checking. Just looking at this, I know that it's Estee Lauder from a few years ago as far as the holiday palettes, but for some reason I doubted myself. And this one is 340 in Envious. Envious, another very strong red. And let's try this Envious color. Again, a little bit more berry than I expected, but no, it fits, it fits. If you've got a little bit more of a sheer lipstick, it just does look like a different color from what was in the bullet. So this to me is a bit more on the pink side of a red than I expected. So interesting. It's a beautiful red. I have no problem with it. It's just interesting what the finish can do to the color compared to what you see on the bullet itself. It's definitely different. The color Liquid from Urban Decay was the same. It's a very sheer lipstick, but the lipstick itself looks deep, deep brown. But you put it on, it's almost like a beigey brown. It's a completely different experience. So sometimes you don't know until you swatch. We only have 7 to go. Hang in there. We're getting there. And the next one is a red that is so well known. It is the Stila red in the liquid lipstick called Bezo. Very well known red. And let's just swatch this one. Bezo is very well known, so I don't feel like it needs a huge introduction. Although you may never have heard about it, but if I want a red, a beautiful red that is going to stay put, Stila and Urban Decay are the two that I tend to go for. So I do really quite like this one. I don't wear it super often, but when I do, and I want the lipstick to stay put, I'm never disappointed by this one. And same with this one. This one is called Outlaw, and it is a KVD Vegan Beauty red, and it does a great job as well. As a matter of fact, they're quite similar. Now that I swatch them side by side, they're quite similar. This one's just a little bit more on the orange, this one's a little bit more on the blue, but they're so similar. Yeah, they're both beautiful reds. Beautiful reds. And it's so nice that Stila has, Stila and KVD Vegan Beauty, whatever they're called in now, I don't know, that they have minis. I appreciate liquid lipsticks in minis. It's very hard to go through a full liquid lipstick. Very few people wear liquid lipstick every day. At least as far as I know. Now this is a true brick red, and this is a Sephora product in 96. I can't read it very easily. It's a cream lip stain, and I'm having trouble reading it. 96. So here we go. I'm opening it up, and let's see what this one gives us. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. It's lovely. It's really beautiful. Okay. It's a little bit more blue inside the tube compared to what I'm seeing on the outside. This is really brick red, and every time I pick it up, I think it's brick red, but that's not what I'm getting in the swatch. Let's see how it dries down. and see if the color changes, but I'm not seeing the same color. Are you seeing the same color? Maybe. I'm not. Go figure. Okay, 4 more to go. 2 Vice lipsticks from Urban Decay, 1 from Colored Rain, and 1 from Glamlight. So this next one is one that I really like. Rock Steady. Again, this one is a brick red, but now I'm getting sheepish about saying that because the last one was not. Oh yeah. Okay. Very pretty color. Okay, let's see how that one dries down. It's going to even it out a little bit because it's driving me crazy. Okay, not much better, but I felt the need to fix it. So again, this latest swatch is Rock Steady. And this next one is, oh yeah, Trap Queen. This is Trap Queen. So we're going to swatch that one next. Lots of liquid lipsticks at the end here. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Again, oh no, I was going to say, no, this was Rock Steady, this is Trap Queen. That's a beautiful color. Beautiful color. Now for a company that does a great job with liquid lipsticks, it is Juvia's Place. The black lipstick called Doudou, or Dudu, I'm not sure how to say it. It's so gorgeous. And let me tell you, a black lipstick is the favorite of my rather conservative boyfriend or significant other. That just tells you how good Juvia's Place is at formulating lipsticks. So this one is going to be no different, and it's called Afrique. A-F-R-I-K, and I think it's a brilliant name because it is the way you would say Africa in French, Afrique. I don't know if that's why it's spelled that way, but if it is, I think it was a brilliant decision to do that. And it's a nice name for a liquid lipstick. So let's swatch this beautiful red from Juvia's Place. When it comes to lip products, Juvia's Place does not disappoint. They are gorgeous. Let's see how this one dries down. And let's go with this last one, which is a Glamlight lip product in Red Velvet. Now there's a name that fits the lipstick. And again, Glamlight always has food named products. And Red Velvet for a red lipstick is such a great idea. And it's a color that really fits the cake name too. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Now let's take a look, and Glamlight has the triangular shape, which is great, and they always have a mirror. And Les Swatches lipsticks and lip glosses usually have a mirror as well if they are wand based. Now let's take a look at the overall view of lipsticks and, well, lip products in general. The only one that's kind of weird is to have in here is that L'Oreal Color Riche lip product in Madly in Love. It's so orange, it just feels like it doesn't fit here. And maybe if it's on its own, it would look more red than mixed up with these. It just doesn't seem to fit. So this was a mistake. But when you look at the bullet, it doesn't look so orange. But once swatched, it's very orange. So that one's my bad on that one. But when you look again at the bullet, it looked like it was fine. So it's really kind of unfortunate. Do I have any duds in here? I think the only thing that I would caution on is this lip product from Smashbox that doesn't set, that I would again caution to just put it on the center lip. me just show you what it looks like. So it adds a little brightness to a lipstick. I went past the line. So it gives just a little bit of a shimmery look to the bottom lip, and I just used whatever came off my arm. I mean, I didn't do a great job of applying the lip product. Maybe let me just do that now. So I'm going in with that lip product that I mentioned. Let me just add a little bit to the lower lip. So that's what I mean. It just adds a little bit of kind of a metallic look to the lip as opposed to just having a straight matte look. So it just kind of enhances the lipstick look if you have a red, kind of a red matte, and you want to add a little bit of dimension. This one will do a good job. Okay, anything else that I want to say on these lipsticks? I think that's it. I think I gave my commentary pretty much as I went along. I think these are a solid set of reds, no problem there. And let me just overlay all the nudes so we can see everything that I've swatched in the last 2 videos. It's a lot. I don't think there's an awful lot of overlap, if any, here. There are a couple of berry tones that look like they could have been in the nudes maybe, but it's such a minimal issue that I don't really think it's a big deal. It's almost like a stretch to say that they belong in the other category, really. But yeah, this is a whole whack of different reds from a bunch of different brands with different finishes, reds and nudes. And I hope that the 2 videos have given you an idea of colors that you want to try, an invitation to go into your own collection and go and take a look at some colors that maybe you haven't worn in a while that you think might be good, but you've been ignoring them, or maybe a favorite that just reinforces that why it's a favorite for you. Let me know if you had some light bulb moments in taking a look at the reds that I did today or the nudes that I offered up in the previous video. I would love to hear insights that you've gained, or if you have any questions or comments, please leave me a note, and I am very much interested in seeing what you have to say. Again, please look in the description box to see what the brand, color name, etc. is for those lipsticks, and that way, in the order I swatch them, and that way you can take note of them if they are still available. That is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.